our man Terence Crawford is caught up in something unexpected. The dude, who's been holding his own in the welterweight division, is now getting pushed by everyone and their grandma to step into the ring with none other than the monster himself, Naoya Inoue. And let me tell you, Crawford's not exactly taking it all in stride. Rumor has it, he's losing his cool faster than a melting ice cream cone on a hot summer day. But you know how rumors go. They spread faster than gossip at a family reunion. P.S. Did you catch wind of the demands for a Crawford versus Inoue showdown? It's like the boxing world collectively decided they needed this fight. Pronto. Fans, pundits, and probably even that guy who only watches boxing once a year, they're all chanting Crawford versus Inoue, like it's a new national anthem. Crawford, cool as a cucumber in most situations, recently spoke out about the whole circus. In an interview, he shrugged off the mounting pressure, saying, "Look, I've got mad respect for Inoue. Dude's a beast, no doubt, but I'm on my own journey, and so far it's working damn well for me. If people think I'm losing my marbles over this, they've got another thing coming." And yet, the social media circus around this potential matchup is blowing up like fireworks on the 4th of July. Hashtag Crawford Inoue is trending, and fans are flooding Crawford's timeline with memes, gifs, and even pictures of him wearing a detective hat, like he's on some Inoue hunting mission. Talk about wild, huh? So what's Crawford's take on this fan-driven movement? He raised an eyebrow and chuckled. "These fans, man, love 'em, but I gotta do things my way. Inoue wants a piece of this action. He knows where to find me. No hide-and-seek games here." But hold up, it's not just Crawford in this story. Inoue, the monster himself, seems to be taking it all in stride. In a tweet that probably had some language barriers, he threw down the gauntlet saying, "Crawford, I see you. You welterweight me bantamweight monster. No hide, no fear. Let's fight for the pound-for-pound crown." Classic Inoue, keeping it straightforward, and you won't believe the reaction. Fans were both amused and intrigued by Inoue's not-so-polished English. It's like when your grandpa tries to text and ends up sending you emojis you've never seen before. Endearing, right? In a virtual press conference, Inoue stumbled a bit over his words but kept that determined vibe. "Crawford, good fighter. I want a big challenge. Fans want a big fight. No run, no hide. We fight, we see who the real pound-for-pound king is." Straight from the heart. Or should I say fists? Crawford, being the wordsmith he is, responded in a more composed way. "Respect Inoue. He's a beast in his weight class. But if he wants to dance with the big boys at welterweight, he's got to bring more than just broken English to the table." Ouch! Shots fired. But you gotta admit, Crawford knows how to lay it down. Now, this potential matchup has got fans all over the globe buzzing. Social media is exploding with memes, hashtags, and everything in between. Hashtag Inoue Crawford Challenge is trending like it's the latest dance craze, and everyone wants to see the next move in this unexpected linguistic boxing saga. As the negotiations unfold, one thing's for sure. Whether it's Inoue's powerhouse punches or Crawford's eloquent words, this clash is set to be a spectacle that goes beyond language barriers. Two champs, different worlds vying for pound-for-pound supremacy. Who saw this coming? But let's hit pause on this saga for a sec and rewind to the rest of 2023. Fight fans are looking back at a year filled with epic boxing events and standout performances. Names like Devin Haney and Jesse "Bam" Rodriguez come to mind when you think of impressive fighters in the squared circle. But now it's time for the big question. Who's the fighter of the year? And when you talk about the 2023 fighter of the year, there are two names on everyone's lips: Naoya Inoue and Terence Crawford. These guys have been making waves, and you can't help but wonder who takes the crown. It's like choosing between pizza and tacos. Both awesome, but you gotta pick one. Let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? Terence Crawford, back in 2017, stepped into the ring as the WBC/WBO light welterweight champion. He went on to defeat Julius Indongo, snagging the WBA and IBF titles and becoming the undisputed champ at 140 pounds. Fast forward, he moved up, took down Jeff Horn, and claimed a welterweight world title. 3 months later, backstage shenanigans with Errol Spence set the stage for a 5-year wait. But oh boy, when it finally happened in July 2023, Crawford faced Spence and handed him a 9th-round TKO. With that win, Crawford became the first male boxer in the four-belt era to be undisputed in 2 different weight classes. Now, that's what you call making history. On the other side of the ring, we've got Naoya the Monster Inoue. In 2023, the man moved up in weight and conquered the super bantamweight division like a boss. He kicked things off by defeating Paul Butler in December 2022, claiming the WBO crown with an 11th round knockout. A month later, he moved on to Stephen Fulton, snagging the WBC and WBO straps with an 8th round TKO. And just for the heck of it, he knocked out Marlon Tapales, completing the undisputed crown in just 378 days. Yeah, you heard that right, 378 days. Now it's decision time. Who's the 2023 Boxer of the Year? Crawford, with his smackdown of Spence and undisputed status in 2 weight classes. Or Inoue, who moved up, conquered, and collected belts like they were trading cards. When it comes down to it, do you weigh Crawford's victory over Spence heavier than Inoue's 2 wins over unified champions? It's like picking between pancakes and waffles. Both delicious, but which one satisfies your craving more? And in a twist that's got the boxing community scratching their heads, Inoue throws down the gauntlet in a challenge that comes with a linguistic surprise. The monster, known for his knockout prowess, takes to social media and declares, "Crawford, I see you. You welterweight, me bantamweight monster. No hide, no fear. Let's fight for the pound-for-pound crown." Broken English and all, Inoue keeps it real. But wait, Crawford ain't one to back down. In a more polished response, he gives props to Inoue but throws a bit of shade. Respect Inoue, he's a beast in his weight class. But if he wants to dance with the big boys at welterweight, he's got to bring more than just broken English to the table. Shots fired, but it's all part of the game. Now we're left with this unexpected linguistic boxing saga. The potential matchup, whether it's the power of Inoue's punches or the eloquence of Crawford's words, promises to be a spectacle that transcends language. 2 champs, different worlds, vying for pound-for-pound supremacy. Who saw this coming? As negotiations unfold, one thing's for sure. 2023, with all its boxing drama, is wrapping up with a bang. So buckle up, folks. Whether it's Inoue's broken English or Crawford's sharp retorts, this is a ride you won't want to miss. Who becomes the fighter of the year? Only time will tell, and you can bet the boxing world will be watching like it's the main event. Until then, keep it real. Keep it casual, and enjoy the show. But hey, before we wrap this up, let's sprinkle in a few more rumors just to keep things spicy. Word on the street is that some other welterweight sharks are circling, smelling blood in the water. There's talk of Sean Porter wanting a piece of the action, and Keith Thurman might be eyeing a comeback. Could we be in for a welterweight Royal Rumble? Only time will tell. And let's not forget the whispers about a secret training camp in the mountains for Inoue. Is he working on a new, super-secret move that will leave Crawford scratching his head? The boxing grapevine is buzzing, my friend. So, as we head into the next chapter of this saga, remember, in the world of boxing, the drama never stops. Whether it's in the ring or on social media, there's always something brewing. Keep your eyes peeled, stay tuned, and brace yourself for whatever madness 2023 has left in store for us. Until then, stay casual, stay entertained, and let the boxing roller coaster ride continue. And if you thought we were done, think again. Because guess what? There's a rumor swirling around that the boxing gods are considering throwing a curveball into the mix. Whispers in the dark corners of the gym say there might be a wildcard entry into this pound-for-pound showdown. Could it be a veteran making a comeback or an underdog rising from the shadows? The plot thickens, my friend. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. As we dive into the abyss of boxing uncertainty, one thing remains crystal clear. Whether it's broken English challenges or undisputed crowns, the boxing world is in for one heck of a ride. So grab your popcorn, kick back, and let the drama unfold.